Hi folks and welcome back to the channel. So what are we going to be making today? Good question. I expect you've already seen the description anyway. Well, in the previous video we made breadsticks. So what are we going to be making today? We're going to be making some flatbreads. They're not going to be the flatbreads that you're used to seeing them in the shops. This is going to be completely a little bit different. Hey, that's what I'm all about. And if you like this type of content, please subscribe and please share. And don't forget your recipe is below the video in the description. And if you don't know where to find the description is, it's down there. And also while you're down there, press the subscribe button. And for your ingredients, you want 280 grams of water, 13 grams of salt. You can do sea salt if you like. 15 grams of fresh yeast, or you can use high active yeast or whatever yeast you want. But obviously follow the instructions on the packet. And once again, we've got olive oil. Now you can use olive oil or you can use rapeseed oil. That's 27 grams. Now for the flour, you want 455 grams of 00. And it's that simple. Now we've got our machine bowl. What you want to do is put your flour into it. Then we add in our salt. And this is the best bit. You got your water. Add in your oil. Add in your yeast and just break it up. If it breaks up that easy. And just get yourself a whisk and whisk it all up. And for your mixing, first things we need to be doing is mixing this for 1 minute on first speed. Then you want 10 minutes on third speed. That's if you're using a 3-speed machine. And as you know, I'm going to be using my small Kenwood. Huh, it rocks and rolls. So what we're going to do now, folks, we're going to get this all onto the machine. So we're going to start mixing this on first speed. And just add in all your wet ingredients. And now stick it onto third speed. And we're going to be mixing that for 10 minutes. Right, we'll just stop it a minute. Just to check the dough. It doesn't want to be too soft. And then it doesn't want to be too tight, and that's just right. Back to third speed. That's our dough mixing. So we're going to leave that now for around about 10 minutes. Dough's nearly ready, but what you need is a bowl to put it in when it comes out, or a plastic bag. Now, essentially to this, you need a bit of spray oil. And on my eBay store, the link is in the description. This is prep spray. And this does everything. It says what it does on the tin. Releasing spray. Yep, that's the one. This can be used for almost anything, even domestic use. Now I use this all the time in the bakery and I can recommend it. Right, so let's get our dough out. All we need to do, a bit of prep spray to spray around the outside of the bowl. And that's it. Take it off the hook. And just mold it up in the bowl so it's into a nice little ball. Just making sure the oil is all the way around. A bit more spray won't go amiss. And just put it into your bag. So there it is, folks. It's that simple. Now you can put this straight into a fridge. You can put it into the freezer or whatever you want to do. Now I'm actually going to go and put this in the fridge because I actually want it to slow down a bit, because this temperature on here now, I feel as though that's almost coming up to 25 Celsius, just that dough. So I'm putting it in the fridge to cool it down. So there's your dough. This is what I've done earlier. You can see it's actually well proofed up now. So all we're going to do is take this straight out the bowl, bit of flour on the table. So with this dough, what we want to do is break it down into 12 individual little pieces. So it's all going to be a bit of a guesstimate, but we will pop it on the scales in a minute. So to get 12, just generally cut that down the middle. There you go, like that. Now these want to be around about 65 grams each. So there we go, 12 pieces, and they are actually 65 grams each. Now you've got these like this. All we're going to do is a bit of flour and mould them round. Like that. If you can't remember, this part is basically the bit you're rolling it in. Okay, see it there? And then so all we need to do with these now is just cover them over and leave them for around about 10 minutes. Well, that's 10 minutes, so we'll uncover those. What you want is a rolling pin. Oh, we'll use this one today. It's a bit bigger than the other one. All we need to do is roll them out. So you want to roll them out to about that size, and that's around about, what, 4 inches, give or take. So there you go. It's all 12. Now with all these, all you need to do is get your olive oil and just dab it on 1/2, just like that. And once again, if you've not got a tray my size, put it on 2 trays. So with these, all we need to do is fold them over like this. And then space them out on your tray. All we need to do is just give them a nice push down. Spread them out a little bit more. You don't really want them touching. But I'm going to make mine fit. And all you need to do is just wash the top of these with your olive oil. And that's your flatbread. So what we'll do, we'll just get them into the prover, which you know what I'm doing. They're going into the oven, and the oven is at 50 Celsius. Now I'll turn it off. In the bottom of the oven, I've got water, and then these are proofed for around about 1 hour. So we'll get them in. Just in case you've never seen this before, there's your flatbreads, and that's the water underneath. And the temperature in there is now around about 25 Celsius. And we'll just leave them there for 1 hour. Your flatbreads are in the prover and they should take around about 1 hour, give or take. Halfway through the proving, put your oven on and your oven temperature wants to be around about 200 Celsius. Well, there you go, folks. The flatbreads are now ready for the oven. Well, look at that. Don't they look good? Now they're going to bake in the oven for around about 10 minutes, give or take. You want them to be just nice and golden on the top. Now the oven temperature for these want to be around about 220 Celsius. Once again, you want these as soft as possible, but you do want a bit of colour. And once they come out the oven, we're going to just wash them over with an oil of your selection. And for me, it's going to be olive oil. Right, let's get them into the oven. Almost the top of the oven. No steam required. And what I would do halfway through, say 5 minutes, turn around in the oven. And also you can see then how they're baking. Well, the flatbreads are ready. Like I said, they don't take that long. As soon as they come out the oven, put them straight onto a wire to cool down like that. Right, and all we need to do is just splash the top over with some olive oil or your oil of your choice. Well, there you go, folks. Don't they look scrummy? And when you serve them, all you do is open them up like that. It's that simple, and you just fill them. They're beautiful when they're filled, and especially if you're selling them in your shop. You know that is one of my favourite days. And if you like this type of content, please subscribe and please share. And don't forget, your recipe is in the description, just down here. And while you're down there, press that subscribe button if you haven't already. And don't forget, if you check down there, you'll find lots of different playlists with different products I've made throughout the last 3 years. So there is lots of recipes down there. And if you're not sure about anything, just drop a comment down below and I'll get back to you as fast as I can. And we'll see you very shortly on the Crazy Baker channel. Laters! This is the Crazy Baker channel. Baking. Lifestyle. Recipes. Reviews. I am the Crazy Baker. Please subscribe and please share. Laters!